Welcome back. Water. On the phone. I'm going to jump right into this because my back is killing. Oh. Oh. All right. I already did you. I already did them. This is the remaining cards. Which deck? All right. Let's do this one. Something's going on around here. Good morning. I got you got them. We're going to do what's next between the two of you. I don't know if it's going to read the karmic, if it's going to read you. It's karmic to you. These ones always get freaking confusing. But just know, regardless of what's next, it's your tomorrow. And you create your tomorrow, right? You can see the world as it is, or you can see the world as how you envision it, So, I mean, ultimately, it's up to you. And if you're going to be like, well, if I do it that way and I do it that way, then you're being too practical and you're too much in your head. Regardless, it's an energy shift. And it's like this eclipse that's coming in, it's big. It's a tailspin. The last time we had this one was 2017. And I believe I was working at the Red Cross and it did come in this morning. But I mean, I got sucked into that one and that was fucking brutal. So I feel like something's supposed to be a lot easier. It's just taking the initiative. Okay. And it's, again, if this is between like two people, then you both take the initiative and I wish you the best. If it's just you, you have to take the initiative and just move forward, right? So I'm hoping I'm not reading this as karmic. And I hope it's kind of like what's next between the two of you once you make decisions on whether or not you're going to forgive, move forward, work together with somebody, however it goes down for you. So I do want to separate the energy for a split second because this isn't coming in for everybody. And again, remember, it could be a spirit guide that is beside you too when it comes to like union. So you could be getting out of a long period of conditioning, family trauma. So I'm getting more. I'm not sure. There's something with like science here. So there's still a taboo situation. But I don't think it's like with you. I don't think it's going to stop the other one, but let's just see with you, the energy with you. Adapting, inspire, the energy with them. You may inspire to do better. You may inspire to maybe do better. I'm getting pulled to the bird. I don't know what type of bird it is. It has wings like a blue jay, but that looks nothing like a blue jay. What is this, an octopus? Working with air and water, so adapting. Could be adapting to something new here. That has nothing to do with this other energy, or you're just adapting. Could be, again, inspiring yourself. Somebody else is inspiring you. Please remember with this energy in the next couple weeks and going into April with the eclipse. And it's a big deal, guys. It's energy. You need to look at things as energy. You need to look at people as energy. Don't look at the person. Don't look at the personality, the typical character, what they do for work. Like, scratch that. Everything is energy. This eclipse is about energy. This ascension is energy. And I am getting sent with like NASA, SpaceX, them changing the name to space, just stuff, yeah. Superstition. Adapt to energy. Because if you look at something with energy, you're going to see something differently without looking at something in a matrix way and trying to change your perspective. Or I'm not sure. I'm just going to stress energy for you guys for a while. Everything is fucking energy. Let's get them real quick. Listening to their instinct, going after their instinct, getting in tune with their instinct. Instinct is talking to them. This is like almost like spontaneous tune, going after something, but I think you're dealing with somebody who does not do things spontaneously. So that could be an awakening here. I think that's the only thing that's going to propel this particular energy, which I think is still good. It's not a, maybe a 3. I don't know if I want 3. Sacred love, cunning. You definitely have some things to overcome. Is it sacred self-love? Is it sacred love? I mean, it's definitely between the two of you, a guide, a physical person. Definition of cunning. I knew it was going to be not what I was thinking. It is what I'm thinking, but it's more of like how it's used. In this interpretation is having a showing a skill, but it's also achieving one's end by deceit and evasion, because it's kind of like sharp. You got to watch out for that energy. But in North American, it's attractive or quaint. As a noun, it's deceit, which is more of like what I was getting, but I am getting a sharp energy. The ability to achieve things in a clear way, but often deceiving other people. I mean, typically it's usually negative, right? So it just depends on how this person is going to work with its energy. You could still have that energy around them. This could be somebody too that has been lying to somebody for a long time and needs to really be brave and overcome whatever this blockage is, and instinctively then go after something. So this energy still has an energy. You guys are in a tough situation. I think it'd be just as hard for you, but That's why it's like maybe you need to adapt. It's tough. Like, they also need to work with this deceit. And I do want to say it's on their end in the sense of needing to proceed towards you as somebody else, as if it's being kept from them. But I would think this other person already knows they're engaging with somebody, or this is you. And it's just something there. I guess I don't want to get too deep into that because it's not about that energy. If that's because I'm picking up on karmic, but all energy can be karmic. This could be just somebody who lied to you and has to kind of like overcome and take accountability and come towards you. But it's almost like the energy doesn't want you to know, like, this is the energy they're in, but you're not naive. So like, they're still working with matrix energy. So I don't know if like you get all matrixy with this energy. Like, there's complication here is what I'm getting. Let's get you real quick. You're weaving a web over here. Let's get one more. I don't know if you're the one that is able to bring something together. But I don't know if they find that scary. Something is like, something is complicating something like in their head that just doesn't need to be complicated. So I don't know if like you're on the hunt. See, that's a sharp energy too, and you got the shark, but fear. But other people kind of are intimidated by you. You're the shark. The shark's not usually intimidated. That's like the biggest bird. It's prey. It's not prey. It goes after prey. So. I didn't think this was going to be an aggravating reading. Hi, everyone. So there's definitely aggravation here. Whether it's stirred up. It could just strictly be frustration on their end because it's like somebody's not coming towards you. They don't want you to know they're in this energy, but like, it's not an energy they should keep from you. And I do think that you have the ability to kind of like ground a situation if somebody comes towards you and wants to make a wrong right. And if like this doesn't involve another person, just be careful because there is kind of like deceit around you. I don't see you manipulating your way out of a situation. If this is just you, because it's the courage to overcome something, especially if you're creating something, going after something, your energy shifts. Are you going to go? Because fear will always come in. So people could again look at you like, oh, you're lying to yourself. And it's like, I'm not lying to myself though. Like somebody thinks they know you better than you. And when people say shit like that, I literally want to just punch somebody in the face. Like, I am exhausted channeling this energy. Like, this is exhausting. The two of you are fucking exhausted with this situation. Like, how long is somebody going to let this shit fucking linger? Like, for real. Like, this is ridiculous. Your energy seems to be stronger, but there's always a weakness. This is somebody like going through something more here and there. It's that lingering energy. But that's if there's somebody else attached to it. If it's just you, this is you just going after it. But then it's like you got sacred love right here. Like there's two fucking people once again. So this is where like the confusion is, or I don't know why this is so fucking complicated for you guys. I honestly think somebody's making it complicated, and it doesn't need to be this fucking complicated. That's the fucking issue. So what's next for you two in the sense of like hopefully like not being karmic. I don't want to be the karmic energies. Like right now, this is still karmic though, because it's just energy. It's their energy lingering, unless it's yours and you want this energy back. But to me, it's somebody else's. But like, you got the High Priestess. This is using intuition. Could be Akashic records. It just depends. I knew that Hangman was going to come out. Felt it. 2 major arcana. I don't know if it's an awakening or it's self-motivation. Staying disciplined. Two of you needing to see something differently. I mean, the High Priestess love, there's probably absolutely something sacred here. You have the 6 of Swords moving past manipulation, learning from certain scenarios. I don't think this is on pause unless you put something on pause, but that's not the message I'm getting. You have the 6 of Pentacles, equal balance, give and take, reciprocity, synergy, harmony, coming together, meeting up, making sure it's, it's an equal situation. The Knight of Pentacles, giving to a situation. I think the 2 of you are going to have to see something different here. It's like knowing that something's sacred, but not, yeah. This is almost like an impossible read to read because whatever this is, you guys aren't together. Can it work out? Yeah. Are you 2 completely different people? Absolutely you are. You're both going through a new journey in life. Is it kind of like meant to come together? Absolutely looks that way. This person certainly feels like that's the case. And when it comes to you, I mean, that's been the message we've been getting for a little while now anyway. So it looks like, something's going to come into play. I don't think this is like waiting. Yeah, so you got the Magician, creating, manifesting, aligning, creating something. You got the Hierophant. It might be, because this is needing to be like, hey, okay, you're in my life. What are we going to do? Are we going to manifest? Because every time you've been in my life, or this has to do with you and a past person and it's somebody new, but regardless, it's still the whole energy of it's not like a commitment, or like the both of you committing to something, working on making sure it's both an even give and take, because is equality here with the Magician and the Hierophant. Can we manifest something? We're together. I think about this energy. It's not aligning. It's not manifesting, and it's because it's almost stuck and stagnant on your end in a different way, and on their end in a different way. All this major arcana on top of major arcana. Can you commit to aligning? Can you commit to this 6 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, moving something forward, seeing something differently, getting past what you guys need to get past? There's a lesson here. There's like a big lesson here and a small lesson here. It's like every time you come around, or every time you go around this energy, like nothing ever manifests. Like I'm telling you, like I am exhausted, like lethargic. Like this is exhausting. This situation is mentally, emotionally, physically exhausting. I'm not even going to add spiritually, because you're not in tune with this energy spiritually yet, if that makes sense. If this is you and you're on a solo ride, you got the Queen of Wands. It could be like inspiring Page of Wands down here. Taking this adventure, looking at something differently. You're working with fire energy. So the thing here is rebuilding, and it's like on a solid ground. Like this is basically saying you can absolutely manifest. You know, you can lay your bricks down. Like there's an adventure here. Your gut will talk to you. Some of you probably even had like that instinct or intuition, in the sense of like just wanting to hit them up and be like, what the fuck, I can feel you, or like, what, are they gonna reach out? Like, it's because it's like getting close, but it's like you're not reaching out, or vice versa, because there's no need, and this is not something that's consistently on your mind. It's how something was left, you know. It's like packing up your shit, leaving, and not fucking looking back, you know. I'm sure this person crosses your mind here and there, but it's not like, you know, if you reach out, you know, it's not even really self-worth. It does boil down to self-worth, because they left a bad taste in your fucking mouth. You know what I mean? It's like, even if you like wanted that need or that comfort, and you were lacking that, and you wanted that from an energy, you wouldn't reach out to this energy, because how something was left. It is your self-worth there, you know. So, you know, so I don't know if this person wants you to fucking crack and come around, and it's like, that's never gonna fucking happen, because you packed up all your shit and you're not looking back. It could be frustrating because you're starting to feel this energy, but when you even think about this energy, it's fucking exhausting. Because I guarantee somebody does not put the work in. Like, they don't come towards you, they don't approach you, they don't speak their truth, they don't tell you how they feel. Like, they just want you to fucking like guess and pick up on it and read in between the lines, and you're like, fuck that shit. And I don't blame you. Who the fuck wants a empty fucking relationship and a guessing game because of somebody else's fucking insecurities? We all have our shit to fucking battle, you know. So I'm assuming there's growth between both of you, and if somebody comes along and you don't see that growth, get the fuck out of it, because that's not your person you're reading. That, you know what I mean? This is an intentional something sacred. It's almost like your ancestors are setting you up or bringing you back together. And even if it's somebody new, just know that they're going through a lot, and you're actually exhausted as well. And like something reminds you of something, and it's like, oh, I'm not doing this cycle. Like, there's going to be something there for a light bulb or something to go off. You could just be dealing with a younger energy too, like not as mature as you when it comes to, you know, how you view things. And like I said, like I think you guys are very different. I'm not going to lie. This wouldn't be like settling with somebody. Like, there's actually like, there's some love there, but like, you're not in your gut thinking about this love or feeling this love. Like, you're very frustrated with this, because you were dealing with somebody who putzed around, didn't put you first, didn't open up, didn't tell you that, like, everything you don't want in somebody, basically. But you mesh. Your energies mesh. And that's probably a big message here, because this is about energy. But you still have to get to the root of things. You still have to get to the cause of things. You still have to be able to manifest. You have to get to a point where there's a conversation. You're hashing shit out. You know, possibly adapting to multiple situations at once. Committing yourself to work on multiple things. Loyalty. So, I mean, it actually looks good. All the other energy I'm reading off of is just channeling. It's just how it is. It's just how it went. Or it's energy that's going to be brought to the surface by them, you. you know, whenever you start something, even if it's somebody brand new, everybody has a past. There's something about your past that will come into play and their past that will come into play. You might not talk about it if it's somebody brand new. If it's somebody you know, it definitely has to be spoke about. But if it's somebody brand new, it's just, you know, some things kind of resurfacing and hoping it doesn't go in this direction. It's going really well and can we manifest, but like you're trying to do other things at the same time. It could be like, this is for real, you know. Others of you, absolutely hands down, you know this energy and it's extremely frustrating to work with. When you guys are at one, you're really at one. There's no guessing or thinking. So clearly something happened here. Because it's going to be hard to get to this. So they definitely left a bad taste in your mouth. That's for damn sure. If you know this person. Or your last relationship, your last scenario left a bad taste in your mouth. But if you have the courage to let something go and pursue something, if you're solo with somebody else, life is going to shift. Please remember this is all about energy. I don't want to get too deep into this reading, guys. It's really taking a lot out of me right now. Like, this is exhausting. Like, I really do wish you guys the best, and I hope this energy comes towards you. And if this is you listening and you need to go towards somebody, I hope you go towards that energy, whether it's a rejection or a hit. You know what I mean? Because this energy has to dissipate in order to move forward in life. Like, this is a brand new chapter. Like, you can't sit with this energy. This is just like sitting and wondering, can I do it? And it's like this. And I don't know. This is more like action oriented, not thinking about the things that weigh you down. You know what I mean? Like, your thoughts of this energy only comes in when possibly you feel this energy or you're approached with something. But again, you have union is these two rhinoceroses coming together, and you have love right here with the two swans coming together. They make for life. You know what I mean? So there's clearly somebody here that's going to come into your life. And for a majority of you, I think you know who this is. But this energy sits in energy. You don't sit. They could be like a go person, but it's in regards to like what they feel occupies their time and what's a priority to them, like work or something. You know what I mean? Like, when it comes to love, like, they sit in it. You don't. Like, you would be the rock, you would be the glue. But I will tell you that you would, if this works, and it looks like probably a good fucking chance that it will with the cards I'm seeing, it's going to take a minute to get there. You know what I mean? But this person will eventually be your rock too. Like, there's something solid there with sacred love. Like, you've done it before, you know it. It's just there. It's instinctive. You know, it's just there's energy. This energy has to stop sitting with it. Like, lying to themselves, lying to other people. They know when they make this move, everything fucking changes, but they're not doing it. Like, this is an energy that's been sitting in this for months, not just weeks and days. Fucking months. A fucking snail ass fucking person. And I'm already annoyed. I almost hope it's not my fucking person, because I can't deal with a fucking snail. It's like the Mia and Dennis thing. Like, oh, you want to plan to do this? And it's like, well, no, it might be with my family. I might do that. Like, fuck that shit. Like, that's one thing. Like, if I'm with somebody and we have to do like little sacrifices, that person better sacrifice fucking time for my ass. Because I'm not having that shit. I don't even see how you guys mesh besides like when you're together, your souls just click and you just know it. Everything else is so fucking different. You know? And that's not a bad thing, but I can feel that you're very fucking annoyed. You're very frustrated. It's very irritating. But I mean, you love who you love, and that could be something that you fucking pick at each other for the rest of your life. Like, make a fucking decision, will you? But like, this person takes 3 months to fucking 3 years to make a decision because it needs to be practical. And you're like, oh, hey, I'm about to fucking jump on the plane and go to fucking, $10 fucking two. And it's very last minute. We're going to be gone for 7 days. Hey, you want to go? Yep. Book it. Those are very different energies. Like, are you guys compatible? Like, that sacred love is there, guys. But like, are you fucking compatible? Or do you just not see that side of that person because what you've already experienced and witnessed was a snail or a fucking sloth? Can they be the other wing to the fucking butterfly? You know what I mean? Like, can you sew it together? I don't know. Like, hey, can we go to Paris next year? Can we go to fucking Timbuktu? I want to go to Indonesia next year. Can we plan a trip? Is this person willing to do it? Or is like, oh, I don't know where, my work schedule and shit. Like, fuck that shit. Like, not me. I don't even think I can accept something like that. I'm not going to lie to you. So there is a compatibility issue here. Maybe you are compatible, maybe you're not. Maybe you don't even know if you're compatible or not, because when you guys were together, it was like a push and pull and a fucking battle and pulling teeth to get a fucking answer. Fuck if I know. But it doesn't sound like it was fucking fun unless you were like intertwined, intimate, or, drinking or meshing or out with people. Like, that's like when you guys like really like can internalize and be at one. It's primal, it's natural. But you guys are really nothing alike. You might be like, oh, a lot alike, or two peas in a pod, like, but you guys don't even know why you're fucking two peas in a pod. You really are two different fucking species. And this person's not just gonna have a spiritual awakening and on your level. You guys will probably always be on a different level, but on the same level in the sense of you guys are aligned. So you probably have a lot to learn from each other. And you might have a hard time with accepting advice, and this person will have to live with that. And that's annoying to them that you don't know how to take advice. Everybody has their shit. I'm not saying this energy is better than that energy by any means. This is where the energy is at. This is why I want to wrap the reading up, because this is where the energy is at. When you come together, or, you're thinking about tomorrow and this isn't another person, because that's really important for me to fucking say right now too, because I don't think you guys are talking. Know that this energy is protected. You're protected. And you also need to protect your own energy right now and ground yourself, whether it's just getting outside for fucking 5 minutes. Talking to your plants for 5 minutes. Doing something, right? It's not like, when's it coming? Like, it's going to come when it comes. And even though this feels like snail pace and they're just sitting and it's stagnant, it could be divine timing too. But if you ask me, this energy has been sitting here. It's been time. So I'm not really sure what's up with that either. My guess is it's going to come in shortly. So for right now, if you guys are not engaging, please look at this as your own energy and being strong enough, adapt to whatever it is happening in your life right now, whether they're here or not, if you're thinking about them or not. Put your mind at ease. Think about something else, a new project, a new hobby. It's like being on a hunt, creating something, It's your mindset, having the courage to go after, even those people out there that are like, or whatever the case may be. Stop deceiving yourself if you're doing that. You do deserve this sacred love if you're in that energy too. Like, spirit could be protecting you from this energy and they don't even fucking want you with this energy because of everything I just said. And it's like, listen, this isn't your person. There's somebody else out there for you. We got you. Because you had the wolf in the other reading too. So regardless, for those who are evolving, spirit got you. So it's kind of like I just heard, turn the frown upside down, and start creating and inspiring yourself and, working on your health or beautifying your home or whatever it is to you that is going to motivate you. Simple spring cleaning and getting fresh air, even though it's a little bit of a chill, can make a big difference in an atmosphere. Because we are working with energy, and the energy is going to be intense with this astrological transit. And I knew March was going to be a little crazy, but this is where it looks like the crazy kicks in. And I do feel like April's going to be the same way, but it's like, but almost like a fresher breath air, because some of you are like rehashing, or it's emotions and it's memories. There's little itty bitty triggers in between your pastel eggs that make you happy. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, like, for me, like, Easter is my favorite holiday. The pastel colors just speak to me. Like, it's the shift in energy, the seasons. Like, I'm a spring person, it's like I come back to life. So don't forget, you're working with energies, and these energies are working for you. And there's nothing about these energies that are trying to hold you back. They're trying to propel you. Remember that. You're not being held back. If you feel held back or stagnant, or you don't know what life has for you, fucking make a drastic change and go. You're only holding yourself back. And that's the truth. Because this energy wants to propel you. The universal energy, the astrological energy wants to propel you. It's time to grow. It's things, things you've already sown coming, sprouting. It's energy. So if it's a little bit of a pity party, make sure it only lasts like a day or two. So it's not just your mental energy here. It's getting in tune with your soul. This is also an energy, if you guys are coming together, you're two very strong, independent people. It's not a codependent relationship. It's solid. It's beautiful. It's trustworthy. It smiles. It's exciting. Both of your energies shift each other's energy for the better. And then, like, you both go out to space, You both are launched into the atmosphere and on a new journey. So remember, this is energy. I can't stress it enough. Don't look at people as people right now. Read their energy. If you're thinking about somebody that makes you sad or you're frustrated, like, stop thinking about that person. That energy is not good for you right now. If you're thinking about another energy that makes you happy, go for it, but you're not going for it because the other energy is making you sad. You still have some shit to work on in your life, And it's I hate to be so fucking blunt, but that's the truth, and that's the reality. You got to go after what you fucking want. You could die in 13 days. That was very specific, whatever that be. So, just saying, maybe it's karmic energy that just dissipates. I'm not really sure. But anywho, that's the truth. So, it's time to self-motivate yourself if that's the case. And there's little ways you can do that. Putting on certain music, cleansing your crystals through binaural beats, the energy just in the house, opening up the windows, buying a bin if you don't have an extra one, and putting it on your list of things to do this week or this weekend, and fill that bin with things that you can give to the Goodwill because you just don't use it anymore. It's not necessary. I mean, all those little things, to like a haircut or putting on lipsticks, getting dressed, little things will slowly awaken the energy and move it. And I'm telling you, there's other people around you, and it's hard that, it's, and I don't even think it's a lesson. It's just they're choosing not to flow with the energy. You know what I noticed too? And it's, I notice when I go away, the house is it's almost like in an uproar. Like, my dad almost like gets upset with me or something, like, even though he wants me to have fun, but it's like, it takes him a couple days for him to adjust again. And he's usually grumpy. And I've been picking up on that for years. It's almost like I ground the household. I doubt they would want to look at it that way unless he was watching this, and no offense, Dad, but like, if you really think about it, that it does go down like that. I ground the energy in this house. So, like, if my energy is going to shift, theirs is going to shift, hopefully for the better. Sorry, the phone was ringing. But you get where I'm going with that. You know what I mean? It could propel a lot of people's energy. And this is a beautiful energy to work with and make those changes. you know? And it's like I can tell myself, oh, maybe I just go at certain transits or whatnot, and, you know, that's it, instead of like me being like the grounding energy. You wouldn't think I'd be the energy that grounds the house, but I am, even though he's the alpha. But is he just an alpha in his own way? You get where I'm going with that? So sorry. It's like you don't pick up the phone. It's like you fucking call back again. I mean, like, come on. I didn't miss the fucking first one. Oh. So, anywho, hope you guys kind of understand where I'm going with that, you know? And because there's certain energies that, you know, it is what it is. This is energy, guys. This is all energy. Everyone's energy is going to shift for the better, for the worse. I don't know where this person stands. Why? It's the spring equinox. On top of it, we're having an eclipse. Astrologically speaking, everybody you know is going to have a little bit of an up and a little bit of a down for the next few weeks. And that's the truth. How you handle it matters. Who you engage with matters. How you move forward matters. Honesty, truth, loyalty, solid fucking foundation, no in-betweens matters. Don't jip yourself of this fucking lifetime, guys. I'm telling you, like, Spirit has put that in my head for all of us to absorb. Even me. It's that one thing we all know, but it's not reality. It doesn't become reality until there's a disease or you're older or, you know, there's a death, and it's like that death is a little bit of a wake-up call. It shouldn't take that, you know. Prime example, like when Danny died, I'm so glad we went through what we went through to get to where we were at that time last summer. There's no guilt. You know what I mean? Like, it was nice. Like, if somebody was to die tomorrow, it'd be awful for somebody else. You know, it'd be left with questions the rest of their life. But if that's the way it goes, that's the way it goes. That's why I'm saying life is short. Something is meant to come together. How long are you going to wait? Because there's other energy already knows. And if it's just you know to move yourself forward too. But it's like, we all do it. We really do. We all do it. But if it's you and somebody else, I really do wish you the best. And I hope this comes together and the energy doesn't really stay stagnant, because there's nothing about wasting each day with somebody you don't love. Or, you know what I mean? Or you love somebody, but you're not telling them and you're not going after. And it really boils down to other people's opinion, how they're going to react. No. You come first. Even over the kids, you come first. Your happiness matters. When you're happy, your kids are happy. And that is the fucking God DAMN truth. 100%. So get on top of your own energy. Even in the shower, you know, I'm picturing the shower, this water coming down as yada, yada, yada. I don't know. But start now, start today. Start in 5 minutes. Do some jumping jacks. Woo! You know, whatever works for you. I love you. And we'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye, guys.